Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to Dutchman Does Something Completely Different. We are going to be casting some more Mahjong games. We're trying out a couple of different episode formats just to kind of mix up the ladder grind, give people more variety in the things that we watch, the content we put on the channel. It should help diversify the people the channel appeals to. It'll also give me a break from just playing Mahjong all day, every day. People who still want to watch the ladder grind will get 4 episodes a week. It's more than enough, IMO. And if it gets in the way of what we're trying to do, then we can always dial it back. We can always backpedal on that decision. Anyways, let's introduce the format for anybody who didn't watch the first episode. Rather than me playing a game, today we're going to be watching some players in the gold room. And we're switching up the format from yesterday by just a little bit. Yesterday, we randomly picked one of the 4 players of the watch match to be our champion. We played from their perspective. We analyzed their decisions, their play styles, gave them some criticisms, and then went about our business. It ended up being slightly like a normal episode, just I was not in control, which is interesting. People enjoyed it. Today, we're going to play with all the walls open. We're going to try to be neutral, and we're going to cast it as if it were like a professional match, as if we were a commentator for like Armel or something like that. So we're going to be neutral. We're just looking for good Mahjong. We're going to look at the speed of players' hands relative to each other. And hopefully we'll be able to build some drama as we jockey for position. These watch matches have a 5-minute delay starting off. We got one picked out before we started recording, but we still had a full 5-minute timer to wait on. So sit back, relax, get yourself a cup of water. You still got 2 minutes before we start here. I could cut this whole part out, honestly, but that would require work on my part, and we're just not there yet, you know? Not that I can't do it, I just choose not to. 85, 84, 80. What else do we got going on? We will have regular ladder grind coming Monday. Sunday, well, we can probably get one out Sunday. Sunday we have Armel matches in the evening. So we'd love to see you there. We're starting at 8 on Sunday. I believe it'll be the 17th then? Yeah. September 17th, we're playing Armel. 8 o'clock on Sunday. Be there, B Square, Central Standard Time, of course. We will get... No, Sunday at noon we'll have another cast go out. We'll probably do this format, open walls, open everything, and we're gonna cast a Saint lobby instead. This is more of like a Bronze League Heroes format. We're playing the lowest level Mahjong we can get, so expect inconsistencies, expect wild plays. The Saints will be so far beyond our comprehension, it'll be a whole nother episode entirely. So we'll put those episodes out there. We'll give people time to watch them, and we'll see which one rises to the top. Anyways, the game's getting started. Times is up. We will introduce our players, starting with let's see what actually formats we have. Show hands. We'll turn on deal in tile. We don't need the log. We'll play from this perspective. First up on East is Kanji 4. To the right we have X marks the spot. They're going to be a pirate. Across the way we have Suta. I'll just call them Suit. And over on the left we have Hige 430. So Kanji 4 starts off with a pretty normal hand. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. They are off to a good start. To the right, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. So people are already off to the races here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across the way. The player to the left is Tenpai on 1s and 4s. We can see the 1 is now highlighted, and the 4 is highlighted as well. Those are dangerous tiles to the player on the left, who has just got open greens, no Dora. So 1 Han from the left, nothing too terrifying. But it looks like our dealer will deal in as soon as they draw anything dangerous. Our dealer had the better hand. This is not a bad deal in, just 1,000 points. But they were going for at least 2 if they go Ricci. But dealership has moved, so we rotate our position. You're now playing from Pirate. X marks the spot. 1, 2, 3 blocks only. Now we've got a 4th, and it's a powerful one as well. They can open up on the reds. They've got a door in their hand. Just a little bit slow though. Uh-oh, to the right, they also have a pair of reds, so neither player are ever going to see these tiles. We will see how they play around this in a moment. 6s, 1, 2, 3 blocks otherwise. Very slow hands from both these players. Hige, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks. So too many blocks. They're going to have to trim it down a little bit, but they've got plenty of choices on how do they want to do that. And to our left, our previous dealer, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. Very efficient hand. I think our player to the left has the best chance of winning this one. Kanji 4. Neither player budging on the dragons, so no progress there. Where is our Dora? We got a couple Dora dotted around. Kanji 4 doesn't seem like they'll be able to use theirs. Although they could draw the 6 of characters and put that together. 8 of bamboo gets kept over the 8 of dots. After calling that previous chi, they probably didn't feel like they had any options around there. White dragon came out from the left a while ago. The hand to the right has not developed by Suda. Hige found a tile. Perhaps moving into Chitoitsu, the 7 pairs hand. Or maybe just keeping their options to steal. They can easily open Tanyao. They can easily open Toi Toi as well. Tanyao being all simples, Toi Toi being the only pawns. Dropping the Dora and dropping their characters. So they're predicting that people have kept all the 5s in their hand and they're not going to see anything around that. Maybe they're trying to keep some of these other blocks. Unfortunate that they cut the 4. That's going to backfire a little bit on them if they were going for pairs. 8 is drawn and discarded to the right, so they're sticking to their guns on the red dragon pair. But we know from our omniscience that we are not going to see those tiles coming out. Nine comes out across the way and is kept over the 3, probably looking to keep a safe tile at this point, just trying to defend while not walking into anything. A 2. 2s and 3s. This hand is coming together on the left now. The 5 gets discarded. It was once cut already. We can easily open for a Toi Toi on the left, or if we can stay patient, keep our hand closed, we might even have a Suanko chance on the left. As exciting as that would be. The 5 is almost guaranteed Toi Toi play now. They are throwing away their options on the 6 of bamboo. If they draw it, they don't want it. So the 2 will come out after that. Ooh, close con. They're gonna hold on to the con option. They'll call that when they get to Tenpai. Or they have a safe tile if they want to open their hand. The 2 is Furitan to this player. I don't know if they weren't paying attention when they went Ricci, but they cannot win off of Roan. Now it will be interesting to see if our player cons with someone in Ricci.
No 10.
They didn't even get to Tenpai, that's unfortunate. That's a silly Ricci, but they did get 3,000 points. I don't think it was because players were defending though. I think it was that just that nobody else got there to Tenpai. So the dealer sheet moves. We're on to Suta's dealer round now. We have 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. Oh, there we go. That works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. Maybe making the door of the pair. To the right, Hige. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks, perhaps. They've got a lot of different ways they can go there, but they also might be cannibalizing themselves with all these extra characters. Maybe dropping the 2 or the 5 would speed them along. Across the way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They paired up the 4s. So 5 blocks for Kanji 4. Great start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 blocks to the left. Our pirate has also gotten to 5 blocks. So Kanji 4, the pirate, are neck and neck battling it out to draw the tiles they need. The 8 will not do it. They are looking for a pair. Well, they could have cut the 1, 2 in the characters and kept keeping the 8 as a pair. Leaving them the double-sided 6, 7 and the double-sided 4, 5. But it is what it is. I don't hate cutting the 8. Our dealer, Suda, does not look like they have advanced their hand. The 1 does help, though. The 3 comes out, but the pirate did not go Ricci, so they cannot win off of that.
Ricci.
Now they go Ricci, but it's a turn too late. Inside weight on the 3 of characters. 2 of them are in this hand, 1 of them is on the floor, so there's only 1 tile left for them to win with. I think it'd be very easy for Hige to use both of these 3s, so it's just not coming out. Hige has connected some shapes. Double-sided on the 6, 7, they can probably drop the 9, looking for a 1, 4 in the characters, and a 5, 8 in the dots. The 8 comes out, they're thinking about Tanya, they decide against it. But they do drop their 9. Because they could have won on the 1. 3 is drawn and held. So Suta maybe has an inkling that the 3 is dangerous. But the 6 comes out, so it is Suji. Maybe because the Ricci came right after they discarded the 3, they're nervous about it. But whatever triggered their 6th sense, the 3 is redrawn and held by Suta. So it looks like the pirate will not get a chance to win. Kanji 4 has just not drawn the tiles they're looking for. So they've opted to play safe, dropping 4s and 7s after they've come out. Hige, in a similar boat, has played defensively, dropping their 6, 7 after they did not steal the 8. They were rewarded by drawing a Dora sequence, but they are still one tile away from Tenpai, needing a 1 or a 4 in the characters. Dora is drawn and defended by our dealer, and is another 1 Tenpai. Ryu Kyoku is the name when the draw out happens. Ryu Kyoku. Only one person was Tenpai. Hige, off to a great start here. Pair of 2s, pair of 8s, Dora sequence, and then closed pwn of red dragons. 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks filled in. They're ready to steal and make some magic happen. In a very similar vein, though, we have 3 closed pwn of 3s, pair of 4s, 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks filled in for kanji 4. How fitting. 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks across the way for the pirate. Although if they're going for Chitoi, the 7 pairs hand, maybe they're a little closer than they might appear. On the left, the Norths are pwned, which is Yakuhai for the seat wind. So they are ready to go. They just need to fill in 1, 2, 3 blocks and find a pair somewhere. 9s make a strong pair, so maybe they want to build a sequence anywhere. I would recommend the Dora. Whoa, pair of greens drawn for Hige. This could turn very nasty very quickly if they get one more dragon pair. You want to drop that white now before it gets dangerous, buddy. Alright. The whites come out. Double dragon. Dora 1 is still pretty nasty. Double-sided pair weight on 2s and 8s would be very exciting. The pirate, oh my goodness. The dream is alive, chat. Steal the greens. Double-sided pair weight on whites and 8s. I don't think you need it, but if you call it, I respect the gumption. Now, as soon as that next dragon pair opens, everybody's gonna know to be on high alert. There's no way you're getting a white dragon now, I don't think. Well, you won't see a green dragon. The whites might come out. The whites are once cut. What are the odds they've gotten the pair? Green? Let's see. Does it come out? It's very scary. Fastest pwn I've ever seen. Now, here's the $1 million question. Is Hige a baller? Do they have auto roam turned off? Are they going to wait for the white dragon for the Yakuman chance? We're here for some good mahjong. You know what I want to see. I want to see the 8 come out. I want to see them pass it. You keep that weight. I want the 8 to come out. I want them to pass it. I want them to go for the gold. I want to see Dai Sangen, big 3 dragons. I want to see it real bad. Hige, tonight's your night. You're gonna be a star. Pass it. No, it has to Simo. It would have been such a long shot to pass that up. Still little 3 dragons. Quite the rare Yakuman, but to only get a Mangan when you're Yakuman Chance Tenpai, it hurts. It hurts real bad. I'm so sorry, Hige. Better luck next time. The only way they could have worked that around and really made that happen is if they had dropped the 8s 3 times in a row and found another pair. If the white comes out, they can pwn it, and then they just have to pick a pair anywhere. Then, like, the next tile they draw would become their pair weight, which is not the end of the world when you have a Yakuman on the table, but there was no guarantee the white was going to come out. I don't hate the decision. I respect them. It's just unfortunate they couldn't get the gold. The dream is dead, chat. That's Mahjong. It was a good play, though. Good play, Hige. We're on to a whole nother hand. We got to pick up the pace a bit. Hige starting off with 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. 5 blocks now. They're off to a good pace. Blocks are not efficient though. A lot of terminals there. And a double-sided where they're holding 2 of their tiles. To the right, Kanji 4 got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks. So lots of different options to make. They're going to discard their pair of wests. Pirate across the way has pwned the east. It is still east around, east 4 even. So they're Yakuhai. They've drawn the Dora. They've got a pair in the 2s. 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. All they have is a double-sided 6, 7, 4, 5. And then they're going to drop the 3 for Tenpai.
Chi.
There's a Chi. The 3 comes out. They're ready on 3s and 6s in the bamboo. To the left, Suta is a day late and $1 short. 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks only. And we're already Tenpai for the pirate. I don't think Suta has a chance. Hige is also a couple of tiles behind. Kanji 4 pushing the 8 out there. The 6 gets around. Suta's got to keep playing. And they walk right into it. Just a cheap one. East Dora 1. It will move the dealer's seat in second place. Will solidify their position. As we head into South 1, let's take a look at some points. See how things are going. So we got 41,000 points for first place, 24,000 behind them. So they need 16k. A direct hit Mangan from Pirate to Hige would earn them the first. Everyone else has to do even more than that. Our Kanji 4 has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. They're off to a good start. I'm just assuming they're going to make the 6 their pair, although that's always flexible. The pirate has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. Another really efficient hand. They've got their pair already, double-sided, a completed block, and an inside weight. Suta has drawn one of their sequences. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. They're just looking for 1s and 7s, or 7 in the Manzu, perhaps. Discarding the 1 is an interesting choice. I wouldn't have recommended it. I think they're losing a bit of efficiency there, but they can drop the 1, maybe build on this 2. And there's still no worse for wear. It just took them an extra turn to get there. And Hige, who we walked away from, has a 2, 3, 4, pair of 8s, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Triple-sided weight in the dots there. Very efficient shape. They've already got their pair. So triple-sided, double-sided. And I think they've got Tanya guaranteed. Yeah, they've got all simples guaranteed. So I would not be surprised to see a Richi from Hige in a couple of turns. Our dealer has made some progress, but they're still looking to work that 6 into their hand, and they decide against it. So they'll pick up either the 2, the 5, or the 8 in the characters, and then probably drop a West Wind for Tenpai. Richi Dora 1, not a bad hand. Richi Pinfu probably, because they are neither East nor South Winds in their hand. They could also pair anything and then just take the double-sided weight. So dropping the 3 for the double-sided 5-8 is what I would recommend, and that's fine as well. No Pinfu, Richi Dora 1. The Chi gets stolen immediately, so that will break the Apatsu. Six is not the winning tile. Our pirate has 2 blocks left to complete. They throw their 6, which is very interesting.
リーチにゃ
They must have been worried about holding a dangerous tile. We did see the reach come out from the left. They drew a 5, and then it's a 3-6 weight. 3 of the 6s are dead though, so real unfortunate timing that it took them that long to get there with how efficient their hand was. The bright side is, well,
ロン
there's no bright side to getting round, but if a 3 had been drawn by anybody, I think it would have been a pretty safe discard via Suji, so they may have seen some luck on that one. Dealer gets another seat. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. Not the worst, not the best. 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks to the right. Pirate keeping pace. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks for Suta. And Hige already has 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks as well. Hige, keeping his Yaku high, has opponent norths, so he's already got his value. Their value, I shouldn't assume their gender. Kanji 4 is just looking to draw tiles around some of their more efficient blocks. They've got a 4-5, a 5-6, a 7-8. Lots of really good patterns in their hand, so they're just going to draw tiles and play efficient. The Pirate has a double inside weight, 2-4-6. They would love to see the 5 because that would give them the Dora, but either way can be played. And there's the 5 as well. 2 comes out immediately. And similar to Hige's hand from before, the Pirate will drop their 9 when they get Tenpai, taking it out of the double-sided weight. Kanji 4. Still no progress, but they did draw the pair of the 8s. Pirate might have the most valuable hand on the board. Richi, Pinfu, Dora 2, if they can draw their tile they're looking for. An unfortunate con by Suta reveals the 9 to be Dora, and Hige is now very happy. Double-sided pair weight on 9s and 6s. Possible North Dora 3 scenario, and they're already still in first, so making big money through no fault of their own. But closed pwn of dragons, I think that's an easy con as well. Suta does manage to get Tenpai for
ロンです
2s and 5s in the characters. And a cheap hand, white dragon only, but 60 Fu, so it does ratchet all the way up to 2,000 points. And Kanji 4 will deal in. We're moving around to South 2. We're looking at the Pirate now. We've got a pair of 9s. 1, 2, 3, 3 blocks only. Very slow hand. And the 1 does not help. Suta to the right has a double inside weight. 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. Suta's not that bad. Hige, current first place leader. 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks only. Everyone's pretty much tied for 4. And then to our left, Kanji 4 has 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks as well. Now call it 5. So has anyone else made any progress? It doesn't really look like it. So 5's gonna be our leader. Possible chance at an Itsu. But fill in the 7 of dots. There's the 5 for the pair. Itsu no longer necessary. They can just sit, wait, and call Richi when they get there. The 7 fills in for Kanji 4. All the luck in the world is going to the left right now. They are one tile away. Call us a 135. Call us a 5567. Need 2s and 4s in the bamboo. Although I'm not sure if a 9 would work as well. 8s are pwned, so we're going for a Tanyao hand, all simples, for the pirate. Just trying to keep their dealer seat, get as many home as they can. Suta is playing with their shapes, just trying to draw tiles and be efficient. I don't agree with what Kanji 4 did there. They dropped the 1, forcing them into a 3 bamboo, 4 bamboo draw. Does the 9 do anything for them? Maybe. But they also might have to drop the 5 of characters depending on what they get over here. And the 5 of characters is way scarier than the 1 is, or the 3 of bamboo. But that's all the commentary I'm going to make on that. Pirate has one tile away. Got a double-sided, very efficient shapes. Both of them are accepting Tanyao tiles only, so they're not worried about getting Furiten, they're not worried about losing their Yaku. Hige found Riichi. And Kanji 4 has also found Tenpai, just deciding how they want to play it. They dropped the 5 of characters, so they're on a 3, 6, and 9 weight. They did need to use the Riichi there. 3, 6, 9, pretty good shapes though. Tanyao takes it all though. While we were looking around, Pirates snuck away with it. They cheated the 5 from Kanji 4's Tenpai. This is almost double Riichi for the Pirate. Very lucky for them, but they did not quite get that much luck. They are Ishan 10 though, looking for a 5-8 in the dots, or 2-3, maybe even a 1-4 on the characters there. Suta, an unfortunate drop of the 7s. Suta has a pair of Dora, but otherwise their shapes are kind of meh. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks only. The Pirates working with some interesting patterns now, maybe even taking a Chitoitsu 7 pairs hand. They will not find the Dora though, I don't think. So it'll just be Chitoitsu Riichi, perhaps. Hige, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. Hige is off to a great start. And Kanji 4 has 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks only. So Hige's best as far as pure efficiency goes. Pirates looking in the lead as far as efficiency and points go. And then Suta just has raw value if they can find a way to use those ones effectively. No progress made by Pirate yet, which makes sense given that they had 7 pairs, but they opted back for their 2-3 shape as we predicted they would. So 2 3s in characters. It's a double-sided or double pair weight, which is not the most efficient. There's only 4 tiles they can win off of, and one of them is on the floor right now. And we know this, the player doesn't. 2 of them are also held to the right, and they're looking for 7 pairs as well, utilizing those Dora to maximum effectiveness. So those 1s are never coming out, these 3s are never coming out. There's 1 tile left to win off of for Pirate. And if we don't see it, we don't see it, you know? That's Mahjong, that's how it goes. Suta has a 2 pin, a 3 bamboo, and a 6 bamboo they're trying to fill in. The 2s are held across the way. Hopefully they can figure that out and get that out of their hand. Hige 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, Hige's Tenpai. He decides not to drop the one bamboo though. Very afraid of it for some reason. The one of dots comes out, which is just insane. This late in the game against a Riichi and you're gonna drop a Dora? I don't even care. Like, that was scary. Does Kanji 4 have value worth it? Nah. But they are like kind of in last, so maybe they're just trying to do whatever they can. Hige, once again, has a choice at Tenpai and throws it away again. They're comfortable in their first place. They feel like they can just let the hand slide by them. They don't feel like they need to push into anything scary. Suta similarly folds their hand away. Apparently the 8 of bamboo is not something they would play on. Neither would they play on the 3 bamboo. They drop Dora back to back. Really opening the door for anyone to kind of walk away with this. Kanji 4 may have found their way back into Tenpai though. Drawing the 3 gives them a chance to drop the 8 of dots for Tenpai. I don't think there's any evidence around the board that it's safe, but they may be the only one to hold Tenpai aside from our dealer. They took it a different way. The 2 is also a safe drop for Tenpai. They ended up on the same shapes. But again, the 3s were held, they were never coming out. Although never say never, after dropping the pair of 1s, which also never should have come out, there's always a chance the 3 might have made it as well. Anyways, the pirate gets another chance just by staying Tenpai. 1, 2, 3. 3 blocks filled in, but they do have a possible chance of Sanshoku. They literally have no tiles in the bamboo for it though, so it would be the longest shot at a Sanshoku I've ever seen, the 3 suit sequences. On the right, Suta has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. Pretty efficient. Got a lot of double-sided shapes in there, so there's a chance to make that happen. Hige has 1, 2, 3, 4. Nah, I call that 3, 4 blocks. 4 to 5 blocks for Hige. The 9 does not help them though. And Kanji 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks only. So a little bit slower for Kanji 4, but not quite as bad as Suta was. Pirates got all 5 blocks now, dropping their 7. They're looking for 6 of dots, 5, 8 in the bamboo, and they're good to go. The 2 does not help. Suta still drawing honors that aren't fitting into their hand. Hige found a 6, so they will turn this into a double-sided, or a double-sided weight. 7 comes out being nice and efficient. I like the double insides. Hige looking for 1, 4 in the characters, 5, 8 in the dots, and then dropping their 5 as soon as possible. Kanji 4 looking for an inside 3, inside 7, inside 5. A lot of inside weights. And now they gotta drop a 2 and an 8. And I think Kanji 4 is gonna get there. Pirates still 1 tile away, Ishan 10. Suta has gotten Ishan 10 as well. So they've got a double-sided weight on the 4, 5. The 8. The 8 works. I don't think... Nah, the 8 doesn't do anything. They swapped the 1 pin for the 8. It doesn't add anything to their shapes. They're looking at a 4, 5 in the characters, a 2, 3 in the bamboo. The 5s are their pair. The 4 comes out, they don't want to cheat at, and they won't. Hige, no progress. Kanji 4, no progress. The 4 connects to the 5. They could maybe make some plays for a full straight, but it would be another long shot. They opt on the 4, 5, 6, 7 weight, so they're one tile away for Riichi Pinfu. Dropping the 7 or the 1 pin is a very safe Riichi tile. Looking for 5-8 of bamboo, a full 8 tiles of acceptance. 3 are on the board, so that leaves 5 to go. The 8 is never coming out from the right. 5-8 would definitely come out across the way, and it's unlikely to see a 5-8 from the left either. Triple Riichi scenario. Hige found the tile he was looking for. What did you end up on? Oh, Hige. Wow, a 4 Riichi draw out. Gives the dealer yet another seat. Puts 5 Riichi sticks. Puts 4 Riichi sticks plus 1 from before into the pot. We're up to Homba 3. This hand is valuable no matter who wins it. And everyone gets a chance to reset. Hige chose a Chitoitsu weight. They took the pair weight, which is a very bad way to play the hand they had. They had so many options there. But new hand, new tiles. Pirate has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. Pirate is the closest by far. They're off to a really great start here. They even could have taken that 2 for a Tanyao. And it wouldn't have been the end of the world. It would have been slightly inefficient. Southwind pulled by the left is going to be the Yakuhai. To the right, Suta has a pair of greens ready to steal, or 6. Although, given some of their discards, I don't think Honitsu half flush is out of the question. They got plenty of great shapes for it. Double-sided 5-6, double-sided 2-3, a pair of 9s. I absolutely endorse the half flush from Suta. Hige, pair of 6s, 3-4. Yes, and Suta does follow through on the Honitsu. The half flush we will get to see at the very least 2 Han, 3 with the dragons. Pirate cannot take that, unfortunately. Riichi / Tanyao is their best bet. Opening on the 1 would break both of those. Hige is very far off the bat. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks only, while people are already darn near Tenpai for some scary hands. Kanji 4 open on the south. 1, 2, 3, 4. And they're looking for a pair for 5. So Kanji 4 also off to a very good start. They can drop the white and play around. They decide to drop the 8-7 instead. Alright, so the pirate is opening for Tanyao. They're looking for a 1-4-7 in bamboo, but only the 4-7 will win it for them. So it's technically a double-sided 4-7 weight, although if they draw a 1, if they see a 1, they will be for a 10. And they just sumoed it. The last one was locked away, so there was no fear of ending up for a 10 on this hand. It's just what were the odds of getting the 4 or the 7. Turns out they were pretty good. Half flush. We were rooting for you, but it was not meant to be. And the dealer takes all 5 of those reach sticks. They have pulled into first place with a 1,500 point hand. It is Homba 4 in South 2. 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks for the dealer. But Dora 2 in hand. They're happy to see that. Also, Tanyao Dora 2 would be very easy to make. Suta, desperately trying to claw their way back into this game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks. Lots of options, lots of choices they can make. Hige, our Dai Sangen wannabe. 1 block, 2 blocks, 3 blocks, 4 blocks for Hige. And then Kanji 4 has a concealed pawn to the south this time.
ち
Maybe they will. Ooh, I don't know about this one, Pirate. The open Itsu always seems like a good idea until you end up, like, without any tiles left to win off of. But we'll see how that pans out in a second. Kanji 4 looking very close to a Toy all pawns hand. They've got the souths locked away, so they don't need it, but they can take it if they want to. They draw 4 on a sequence. Will they swap to something more conventional? They drop the 3. Okay, so they are breaking off their pairs. They're going for something more normal. They could even drop the next 3, although it now connects to the 4. So 7, 8 would maybe be my next bet. They could even drop 2 7s, 2 8s, something like that. But we'll let them decide how they want to play that hand. The Pirate has opened on the 9 and has not drawn the 6 yet, so their Itsu chances are dwindling. Itsu being the full straight. And now that was the right call, because now they are Tenpai on only the 6. It is a double-sided weight for the 3 6 of characters, but they can only win off of the 6. Suta has a hidden Tenpai on the 4 of characters. That is why this tile is turned red in the Pirate's hand. But they do not need Richi because they have Tanyao. Everything is 2 through 8. It's an inside weight, so they're not going to get any like weird Furitan scenarios.
つも
And Pirate's just going to sumo the 6 on the Itsu, the full straight.
いつ
This man has a devil's luck at this point. Dealer roughly Mangan for almost 12,000 points, but with a Humbug, it will go over, of course. 48,000 points. Pirate is burying his treasure. And it is ill-gotten gains stolen from the players around the table. They finally got a hand that is very slow and worth a whole lot of points. 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks maybe? And they're getting cluttered up on some terminals and honors. Suta, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? 4 to 5 blocks for Suta. Better off than the Pirate is for sure. Hige has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks already. Hige is the fastest hand on the board by far. Kanji 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks for Kanji 4, so nothing over there. Nothing compared to Hige. Hige just needs to play efficient. They can fight their way back here. Pirate's still getting backfires on honors and terminals that they don't want anymore. But unfortunately, Hige also has not drawn a useful tile in 2 turns. 8 can work for the Pirate. They drop their 4. They're going to need to find a pair elsewhere if they're going to keep this fully Peiko shape. But if they draw a 7 or a 9, they can drop the 8. And they're ready to go on this 7 of bamboo. Suta has a lot of pairs that they need to figure out what they're doing with. They've got a lonely 2 bamboo. They've got a lonely 3. Pirate has found Tenpai. Will they take the Ipeiko weight? They are Tenpai for the Ipeiko, the doubled sequences. And they're keeping it hidden, which is a very sneaky move. Will it pay off? I think they definitely have the discards to trap this weight if they were to go Richi. Players would look at the 1s, the 4s, the 2s, and be like, well, they probably don't need a character. Boom, the 8 comes out, they get roamed. Richi, Ipeiko, Dora 3. Oh.
それちょうだい
And there it is. Our first place from the before is now
ドラ
quickly approaching 4.
マンガン
Another dealer Mangan direct is going to be 12,000 points, a 24,000 point swing. First place is now in third. And Pirate now has a hand worth playing. Excuse me. Tanya is all I can see with this hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. They're ready to go pretty much. Suta has some interesting choices. 1, 2,
チ
3, 4 blocks for Suta. Hige
チ
is doing some shenanigans. What will Pirate discard here? They choose a 6, and this is the right move. They can now drop the 8, no matter which of their sequences they get Tenpai on. It's home bus 6, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that. This dealer is unstoppable. This pirate is on the hunt for grog and will not be stopped. Hige has just the worst shapes in the world. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks, but they're all awful. Terminal weight, inside weight, double-sided. But you gotta drop a Dora if you want to keep them. And they got no problems doing that. And it's the right move. That is an interesting move. I disagree with it, but this pirate has won the last 5 hands in a row, so they might know something I don't. They already have Tanya locked away. They could have dropped their 8, taking the double-sided 2 5 weight. The 2 is Dora. The 5 has a red 5 in there somewhere. Instead, they opted on a single tile pair weight. They can only win off of the 3 of dots right now. We haven't seen any on the board, but there's no guarantee that it's coming out. Either way, that's their Tenpai tile. They're ready to go. They can swap it around as they need to. The 7 would have been an absolutely catastrophic pair weight. And here comes some 5s, just to rub in the wound that they could have had the double-sided pair weight. On Dora, there's the 2. The backfire keeps on backfiring. Drop the 3 and try to work it back? No, they play the Dora. Interesting.
シ
And the 3 does get drawn by Hige. He gets to protect it.
それじゃあ
But Suta was working towards Tenpai.
ドラ
The 2 went by, the 4 went by, the 5 went by. It'd be hard pressed to assume they needed the 3. And that's why the pirate keeps on winning these sneaky pair weights, while inefficient are perfect for squeezing out a roan from your opponents. Alright, so 1, 2, 3 blocks only for the pirate. But they've got plenty of pairs they can steal if they want to do that. Suta has thrown in the towel. They've given up on ever winning the hand again. They have DC'd. So rip Suta. No matter how well you were doing, no matter what underdog status you had, you are now the scum of the earth to us. We hope you lose, and we are glad to see you in last place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks for the scumbag Suta. They had a perfectly reasonable hand here. They definitely could have played for third. They definitely could have played for second. Hige, they even still have a dealer seat coming up. They could have won just as many hands in a row. Hige, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. Hige is off to the races, but that hasn't helped them before. Kanji 4, 1, 2, 3. Only 3 blocks for Kanji 4. They're really nice blocks, but they're also like completed shapes, so they're not getting anything out of this 8. This 8 does nothing except give them any Peiko. And they backfire on the 8. Not a backfire in the traditional sense, but it could have accepted the Dora easily. They're really fishing hard for the honors, and that's just the worst position to be in. It kind of makes sense for their hand. There's really not too many choices for them there. But the honors never come when you need them, and Suta held on to a whole bunch when they left the game, so just not gonna happen. The pirate has not made any progress towards their hand, and they decide to play the 8. There's no reason to think the 8 was safe. The 8 is on the Dora, like, sequence, so it's even more dangerous than any other random tile could have been. And that will end the steam train of the pirate finally taking off their throne. We move over to Suta, who we will watch from their perspective, but they're going to be played by an AI. So we're not going to get anything interesting there. Maybe we'll actually just move all the way to Hige. F you, Suta. We were going to cast from your perspective, but now you lose. So Hige has the AI to their left. They're going to be able to basically steal tiles carte blanche if they want to. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 blocks. Not the worst. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks over to the right. They'll have to cut something out, but they've got plenty of choices to make there. The pirate starts with a pawn of 8s. 1, 2. And they've put together one of their sequences as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks for the pirate. Has everything they need to just make another quick hand and keep this game moving. Suta doesn't matter anymore. We won't even bother looking at their scumbag hands. Once the AI takes over, it just draw discards. Hige in a very good position now. They've got a 1, 2, 3 filled in. They got a pairs of 7s and 9s. Inside weight on the 6, 8 and the double-sided 5, 6. Plenty of ways to play the hand. No easy way to pick up the Dora, but they're already in second. They just also want to end the game probably. And there's the 9, so they can drop their 6. It's not the traditionally most efficient discard, because you can draw the 5 and then you're backfiring on yourself. But terminal weight on a 7 is as efficient as an inside weight on a 7. Kanji 4 to the right has put together some beautiful blocks. Are they even Tenpai? Yeah, they're Tenpai if they want to be. Dropping the 4 of bamboo for the 8 of bamboo. Wait. Maybe looking for more value by staying closed and looking for something more efficient. Like that. That technically works. Gives them a 3-6 draw on their dots. 2, 5. Could technically also work. But we got a Rishi from the pirate. They've got a 5-8 weight in the bamboo. And here comes the 5 for Kanji 4. They choose. Oh boy, the pirate. The pirate is insane, man. Nobody can stop this player. Kanji 4 took an extra turn to get there, but they ended up on what I would call the most efficient shape. They had 3-6 in the bamboo. Anyways, we move on to Hige 4. Hige for the all last South 4. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks for Hige. Dora pair as well, so there's value to be had here. Probably not enough to knock out the pirate in 1. They need 44,000 points. So that'd be 22,000 if they hit them every single time. 12, 18, 24. I mean, a Baimon Direct would do it. I don't know if Hige has the hand for it, though. They also don't need to have the hand for it. They can take as long as they need, as long as they keep on winning. We've definitely seen dealers pull together some insane streaks already. Oh, maybe some cheeky plays from Hige? If they can draw some pairs. Even Toi Toi Dora 2, I think, is a very fine hand to play. Kanji 4 got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks still. Maybe even making the 4s the pair. They're off to some pretty efficient shapes. The Pyrite just needs to win a hand, and they're cruising their way to a Tanyao, dropping... I would have recommended the 5 bamboo, maybe. But they ended up getting there anyways. They can pwn the 4s, they can chi 2, 5. They can tactically pwn the 5 of bamboo, but I don't recommend it. They would have to drop their 3 if they wanted to be Tenpai, and they'd be on a 5-8 weight, of which they own literally all the tiles for. I actually recommend Pirate drops their... Well... Yeah, Pirate's gotta drop their 5 bamboo, right? Ooh! Sorry, just another real quick water break. Hige has managed to put together some tiles. They have 2 of their 3 pwns. And there's the 4th. What are they gonna wait on? Maybe the 2 bamboo? Doesn't look like anybody's using it. Kanji 4 maybe deciding a Richi tile? No, not just yet. Ooh, there it is. Tenpai for Hige. We'd love to see the comeback. Toi Toi, all pwns is 2. They've got Dora 3, brings it to 5. If they nail the greens, that would put it to 6. That's Hanemon. It'll be 18,000 points. But we've seen the Pirates sumo basically every single hand the entire game, so you would not be surprised if they do it again. An inefficient weight from the Pirate may let Hige back into the game. Here's the 9, and it comes out. I unfortunately think this is going to be enough to kill Kanji 4, though. 12k, will that do it? It is. It's a lethal blow. So even though Hige made a beautiful hand, they killed their opponent by just 200 points. Kanji 4 unfortunately loses to the scumbag Lever Suta. What a heartbreak. But the Pirate just demoralized the table, winning hand after hand after hand. So congratulations, Pirate. You've earned this win handily. That was a dominating performance, and I think you did a fantastic job. Hige, you stuck in there. You did great. Suta, go delete your account. And Kanji 4, just wrong place, wrong time. Better luck next time, buddy. And that's going to be it for this episode. Thanks, everyone, for watching. I hope you enjoyed this Shoutcast of Mahjong Soul. If you did, please click the like and subscribe button. Also, leave a comment down below if you enjoyed this episode. Let us know what you think, whether we want to keep on doing this. Our prediction for the next episode is we're going to be doing a Saint Room, same format. Hopefully we'll be able to see some more interesting plays. But either way, Girl Room's a lot of fun as far as Mahjong goes. So I hope you all have a good morning, a good afternoon, a good evening. Goodbye.